So it's a new day, and today I kind of want to try playing around with my old camera because I found this. This is a Canon EOS 200D, and on it right now is a prime lens. I still have the kit lens and I also have a Sigma lens. So I've been toying around with the idea of going back to trying to do wildlife photography. It's something that I used to do as a fun little hobby. I just haven't done it in a while because I thought this camera was too old, but I had a little Google and I've tried to find good settings to use so that I can take good wildlife photography. I also want to use this to try and take photos of Maple. Unfortunately, she's not here right now, so I can't do that. But in the future, this is something that I do want to try out. I also have this camera, which is a Polaroid one. This is the Fujifilm Instax Mini 9, and I think this is the cobalt blue version. I'm surprised that this even has battery, to be honest, but it does light up. I got this for Christmas so many years ago, and to be honest, I've barely used it. I do want to use it more. I don't know if film goes out of date though, because if it does, these might not turn out well. But again, this is something that I do want to test out with Maple. It's actually turned out to be such a nice day today. Like, this is the first time I've seen sunshine in a good while. It's been raining constantly, which is typical for Scotland, but it's just nice to see the sun. And because it is a bit sunny, it reminds me of spring, so I decided to wear this jumper today just to try and get into the spring mood. While the sun is out, I kind of want to go out and try doing a bit of photography. I don't really know what I'm going to take photos of because I do like taking photos of wildlife, so a lot of it is just kind of birds, but most of the time it's just like common birds that you see every day. I do know one place where I can go and possibly see a rare bird. However, I don't want to go there today. I might just start by going out into the garden and seeing what I can do and then going elsewhere. But yeah, I think I might take a little road trip. Right, so I've had to park up at this random space at the side of the road because I was just getting so self-conscious walking around that beach by myself. Because I'm holding this big camera, I feel like everyone's wondering what the hell I'm doing. Even though at points you can see me just pointing the camera up to the sky because I'm trying to get a photo of a bird in a tree. I think at that point people are like, oh okay, she's not taking photos of people, she's taking photos of birds. But yeah, I just felt very awkward, and then I was going to film outside, but everywhere I sat I was like, nah, I just feel too close to people and I think they're just gonna listen to me and judge me. So I was like, nah, I'll just park up here because no one can join me here. At least I don't think they can. Someone might be able to fit behind me, I don't know, but either way, all they're gonna do is drive by. They can't exactly come speak to me. So, but yeah, I had to go with the camera. I'm gonna see how the photos turn out. Hopefully they turn out well. I'm not entirely sure. I think they're a bit too dark. I tried to follow the settings that Google suggested. I don't know if it's the ISO or maybe it's the aperture, but I can't figure out how to change that on my camera. I have it set to the TV setting so that it focuses on shutter speed because I am trying to capture animals moving. Although the birds that I was taking photos of weren't really moving that much, so they weren't the best test for my camera, but at least it's something. I'll see how they turn out. I could probably brighten them in affinity, but we'll see. Someone's coming. I don't like this. Are they going to judge me? No. At least not now. Oh, another one. Hi. It's okay. They're coming. They came from behind me. If they came from in front, I could make awkward eye contact with them and I wouldn't like that. But yeah, just thought I'd make the most of the nice weather. So I got out for an hour, which is good. Just got some fresh air, got a little bit of sun. And now I'm gonna head home. Oh, I forgot to shake this before I opened it. Oh well. These actually taste quite nice. I'm not really a fan of fruit, but for some reason I like fruit flavoured yogurt drinks. And that's also the first thing I've had to eat today. Or drink. I'm actually starving, so I need to actually get something to eat. Back home now, I kind of want to take a look at the photos and see how they've turned out. I don't actually have an adapter to be able to plug my SD card that's in the camera into my laptop. Since everything's moved to USB-C now and that camera is years old, I think that camera came out back in 2009. So if it is actually able to take nice wildlife photography, I'll be very surprised. I think the only thing I can do at the minute is download the app on my phone and transfer the photos that way. But I would prefer just to like upload them straight onto this laptop. The weather really did bring out everybody today. Like there was loads of people at the beach walking their dogs, and I can also hear like a whole load of dogs outside. So it's good for the dogs because they're actually getting out and about now. Seen a lot of people out on their bikes as well and just walking around. So it's nice to see people actually getting out their houses now. Like a little bit of nice weather really does make a difference. Haven't had a chance to try the Polaroid camera yet. I might go outside and just take a random photo, to be honest, just to see if the film is still in date, I guess, or if it still works. I don't know if it goes out of date. Like, I don't know if Polaroids, like, last forever, but I'll need to go check it out because I do have a spare pack left, actually. Oh, okay. I think these do go out of date because this says 04/2021. Well, oh yeah, yep. It says used before. Okay, so that answered my question. I am curious to see how they'll turn out since they're out of date. So I will try that later actually. Since I know that they're spoiled. That's a shame, but that just goes to show how little I've used that camera. Because I haven't even used the pack that's already in it, and that was the first one I ever put in. Actually, I might just take one now, just to try it out. The only thing I will say as well is I don't know how to use this properly, because there are like settings on here, and I assume you use these different settings depending on your environment at the time, because there's a photo of a house, a cloud, a kind of dim sun and a bright sun, and then there's high key. Yeah, I don't know. Let's try this out because I am curious. And I feel like this photo of me is going to be awful, by the way, but why isn't it working? That is the button. I don't think this is working because I'm turning it and it's not changing the settings. Oh, now you take it. Okay, that one's going to be horrible. Check it, check it, check it, check it. Oh, wait. Is this even going to work? Because this is just like all white. Is it not supposed to be... Is it not supposed to start off dark and then turn white? I can't remember. Oh, wait. Oh. No, it's working. I'm starting to see a photo forming. It's going to look awful. I know it's going to look awful. Oh god, yeah, it looks awful. That is not a cute angle at all. And the flash went off as well. I kind of wish the flash didn't go off, but I don't know how to stop that from happening. It might just be a case of it goes off automatically, so I might have to go somewhere a bit brighter rather than sat in this corner. I can't tell if it's finished developing yet or not. I might just leave it for a bit. It's just very washed out. And it's not a nice photo. But I'll leave that there for a bit longer just in case it does get a bit darker, but I think that's it, to be honest. Okay, I took another one standing in an area that's a bit more brighter, but looking back at this one, I think it is starting to get a bit darker, so I think I do just need to leave it a little bit longer. I also have these things, which I got with my camera, because I think we got a bundle. I've never used these, and I don't know how photos will turn out with these on. I imagine that they'll just give them like a slight bit of colour. I might give some of these a go just to see how they turn out. I might as well, since my paper's out of date, so... Like this one's got a circle in it. This one's got a love heart. And then the rest are just coloured. I'll just go take a few and see how they turn out. I realised that as soon as you clip these on, you can't see yourself in the mirror anymore if you want to take a selfie. So that makes things like really difficult. Right, so I've tried all the lenses and they've actually turned out quite interesting. So this one is the one with the blue circle. This one is my favourite, and it's actually this one with the love heart in it. You can't really see the love heart, but it gives like a nice glow to the face in the middle. This one looks awful, and this is the green one. This one, I look jaundiced, and that's the orange one. And then this one is the red one. Now, it looks crazy, I look sunburnt, but for some reason I actually kind of like this one. So it's a bit later on in the day, and I've decided to go and have a look at the photos that I took earlier. So this is the first one. I mean, bear in mind, I am a beginner photographer, so the composition ain't great. However, if we zoom into this, you can already see that the quality is not that great. Next one, a little bit dark. This is what I was saying earlier about how the photos were turning out dark even though I was using the recommended settings. So whether I need to like turn up the ISO a bit, I don't know, because some of these are dark and then later on they get a bit brighter even though I didn't change any of the settings. Again though, when you zoom in, you do lose the quality, and I get that it's going to be like that for every photo really, but I wasn't expecting it to be like that bad. It might be because these are JPEGs. I didn't download the raw files, but that was because I had to download the app on my phone to then download them to my phone and then upload them to Drive so that I could get them on to my laptop. So there was a few steps for me to take to get them onto here. Ideally, I would have just liked to have plugged my SD card into this laptop, but it only takes micro SD cards. This next one, again, very dark. This one's very far away. I was trying to like lean down and get better angles, but it was just very difficult. And with people being around, like, and me being by myself just with a camera, like, yes, I'm pointing into nowhere, but I was just very concerned about people like wondering what I was doing. This one, I don't hate it. I actually quite like this one. I like the depth that it has. Again, the quality is not that great when you zoom in. I guess it'll be okay for like social media because it's only going to be on a small screen, but I don't know. I would just like better quality. That one's terrible. Let's ignore that one. I quite like this one. Again, very dark. I like this one as well. See what I mean? Like this one's brighter in comparison to the other ones. It might just be because maybe I was standing in a bit of shade, who knows. But I didn't change my settings in any of these. I just like the way that the trees frame the shipwreck in this one. Very blurry photo of a bird. The only thing I did change actually was I went from automatic tracking to trying to just have it so that it always focused in the centre. However, I found that that also kind of didn't work if there was a branch in the way, so then I went back onto autofocus. Very dark again. This one, I don't like how horribly blurry the front part is, like these rocks that are in front of me. I'm obviously too close to them. I was using my Sigma lens at this point. I think there's a dog in the background. Over there. Yeah, dog, but can hardly see the bird. Back to this again. I don't know why these aren't really in order, but anyway. This one's okay. Like, they're not great. And this one, it's not focusing. It's focusing on this branch, which is annoying me. Again, those rocks are too blurry. I hate that. I mean, I could probably change that by adjusting the settings, but this was just a test to see how well the quality of the photos would turn out. Thing is, with these dark ones, I could probably take them into Affinity and brighten them up. So the darkness isn't too much of an issue, but it is just more the quality of the photos that I'm looking at, really. Oh, this was one where I had autofocus on and it was choosing to focus on the trees instead of the shipwreck that was further away. I mean, if you keep them at the size they're at the minute, they're not terrible. But if I were to crop these, I don't know how good they'd look. And that's my concern. To be honest, I could not find many birds at the beach to be able to take photos of. The best way for me to be able to try this out is if Maple was here and I could take photos of her. Because the settings that I chose were so that I could take photos of animals moving. Like, so if a bird was flying over me, I'd be able to take a photo of that bird and for the photo to turn out pretty clear. I mean, I don't really take wildlife photography all that often, but I did think about my old camera recently and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to try it because it's years old, and I was curious to see what the quality was like compared to like cameras now. But I think because I'm used to filming on this camera, for example, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, you know, I have a 360 cam, I have a GoPro, so compared to those cameras, it's not that great. And also, a lot of my photography now, like of Maple, all my photos of Maple that are on her page have been taken with my iPhone. Bearing in mind, this isn't even a recent iPhone, this is the iPhone 14 Pro Max. So we're on the 17 now, I believe. So it's quite a few models behind. And I do like the way that this phone takes photos, but there's something about having an actual camera. Like, I like being able to look through a viewfinder. Unfortunately, cameras are so expensive. Like, the bodies alone, especially when like I'm looking at cameras that are specifically recommended for wildlife photography and they're all like over the thousands, and I cannot afford that. I was looking at the Lumix S9, I think it's called Lumix. Yeah, the Panasonic Lumix S9 I was looking at. I don't really know if that's one that's suitable, to be honest. Like, initially I was like, oh yeah, I want it. But then I realised it doesn't have a viewfinder, and when I was watching reviews on YouTube, most of them had like something negative to say about it. It seems like the photography enthusiasts don't like that camera. So I've kind of decided against it for now, especially because of the price as well. Like, I just couldn't justify it at the minute. But it is something that I might research into a bit more, because even if I could just get a newer body, probably another Canon, because the lenses I have at the minute are for a Canon camera. I might need an adapter though, that's the only thing. If anyone has any recommendations for like really budget friendly cameras for wildlife photography, please let me know. Like, I'm talking, if possible, under £500. And that doesn't have to be brand new, it could be refurbished, like on eBay. Because the one I was looking at, the Lumix S9 on eBay, was a refurbished one. That's one that I was considering, but decided against it. So if you do any wildlife photography just as a hobby, let me know what camera you use so that I can look up the specs and see if it's going to be any good for me. And I think these should be fully developed now, so here's the first one I took in a lower light. This is the one where the light was a bit brighter. This one was the blue one with the hole in the middle. This one is my favourite, and this was the one with the pink filter with the love heart in the middle. This one was the green one. This one was the orange one. And this one was the red one. So yeah, even though the Polaroids are technically out of date, you can still use them. And these weren't even out of date by a little bit. These were out of date by 5 years. I look forward to taking photos of Maple using these though. I do think they are quite fun and quirky. Like, they definitely give an old-fashioned feel. But yeah, I'm going to end this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like. And please leave me any photography tips that you have in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.